Yep. Let's just check are we audible or not. We are going live properly or not. Let's just check. Uh, just a second, and let's just see. Yeah, I think so. Just check. Yeah, it's audible properly. Let's start our session, which we have been stuck in the last time. Let's go through it. Okay, so the inspect, let's just check what we are on done through. Okay, left hand side line number 79. 79. Okay, this was the thing that we stopped the last time. Okay, so let's just copy this thing and let's go understand the feedback which we got at the last time. Okay, and so let's just a second. Mm, review.md, right? So here we have a new question. Let's just check. Okay, yeah. So this was a new thing that we got review as a review. So let me give you a overview before get start with the review thing. Uh, okay, before the review, let's just remind you that we are working on a challenge that practicing the toast notification system in the last session. So we have to create a toast notification system using our understanding that we have been understood the real world system design and using that analogy, that informations to in this question. So here we have given a requirement as a notifications array. In that we have some objects. So we have to build that render the notification dynamically. So you can see we are okay, dynamically updated listed to the thing, and after that each notification has a close button. So when you see it has a close button, and when you close the clicking to closes the notification one that you seen, notification disappear automatically after 3 seconds. You can see after 3 seconds it's automatically deleted, disappears. Okay, multiple notification can exist simultaneously. Okay, use event delegations, use keep state separated from the DOM. This is the thing that I think we have been not maintained in our code. Do not render the entire list notifications. Yeah, this is the thing that we have been not followed, because you can see it's loaded the entire list at a time. So we have some reviews. So we can see here. Mm, as a review, we got exact the right progression. So let's check behavior. What we have, minimal guide. Okay, for your fact component, no, not this thing. Yeah, this is the change. Okay, hi Purvik. We have a viewer, Purvik. Hi. So we are working on a notification toast notification system in the system. In the last previous session, we have been tried to complete it full of, but it has some issues and cannot satisfy condition up to mark. So we are completing that questions in today's session. So what the thing we have, state is separated partially. Yeah, the state is partially separated, not fully. So we have to look into that. You have still, which is good. You are not querying the DOM to know which notification exists. That's the right decision. Okay. Functions have names. Instead of writing everything inside one functions, you have separated it. Yeah, excellent. That is a great movement. You can see we have been trying to maintain the separations here. Okay, after that we have event delegation. Nice. Event delegations we have been used instead of button dot add event listener. We have tried to main dot event listener. After that, now let's review like a senior engineer. So this is the senior level thinking that we have been understanding by our mentors, which is the AI mentor are today mentoring us. So let's understand what a senior review engineer reviews. Okay, look at the question number one. Look at show notifications. Let's see where we have a show notifications. So you can see here we have a show notification. Okay, It is async show. Okay, let's just see. What is the responsibility of the function? Why it is async? First of all, let's remove the async keyword because here we don't await. Like, so currently it does waits, render, waits, another start timeout, removes notification. Ask yourself, should one function know this many responsibility? Nope, it should not. So that's why we remove. I think so. Last session also we removed that thing. What is the one reason that function would change? If there is several reason, it's probably doing too much. What is the one reason the function would change? Show notification, right? So it will render, it will show the notifications, and I think we are doing that only. So this is okay, I think so now. Question number two that senior engineer wants us to ask ourselves. Just a clarifications. We are not ask the AI to give us a solution. We ask our mentors for sneak for help to understand how we can figure it out our answers by our own self, not by the AI. So here we are creating and increasing our capabilities to think like a senior engineer, figure it out like a senior does, create a extension, create a tension in our mind thinking creative thinking ability, so we can increase our ability to think critically and solve us, use AI as a leverage, not as a just a random thing for a solution only. So we are taking as a leverage. So let's first create that leverage in our mind thinking. Okay, so question number two, we have to ask, why are you waiting for rendering? Why are you waiting? Sorry, why are you waiting before rendering? Okay, await, wait, await. Okay, got it. I think so. We have been removed that also. We'll just check. Do we have render notification? Okay, this is a render notification, right? Uh, yeah, here we have been not used. Attach event. Nope. Show notification. Yeah, here also we have been removed. Notification disappears after 3 seconds. Does it say? Read the requirement carefully. It says notification disappear after 3 seconds. Yeah. Does it says notifications appear after 3 seconds? No. Yeah, that's correct. And I think we have removed that also. Yeah. Think about the user experience. When should it appears? When should the timer start? Okay. Question number three. I think question number two has been that much. So after 3 seconds, and our yeah, one, two, three, yeah, it's gone. So I think it's satisfying the question. The question number three inside. Okay, count the waiting. How many second is that? Okay, we have removed this thing actually. So let's skip this thing. Question number four. Why both? You wrote wait, all sorts of timeout. Remember your wait and ready use. Okay, so why I'm wrapping a timeout? So we have been removed this thing. So no issue. Question number five. Look at this. Uh, current noti. Where we have written the current noti. This is current notify. Not here, not here. Do we write here current notify? Notifications dot id, right? Okay. Where we have written the current noti. Let's just check. Do we write this sentence here? Can I copy? Okay. Um, okay. I don't think so. Here we have current noti. Do we have this thing? I don't. Okay, we have been removed. I think so. So no issue. Skip that also. Question number six. The biggest architecture question. Suppose the user clicks. You suppose the user clicks. Okay. So here in user clicks, it's removing. Yeah. After 1 second, the notification disappears, but the timer is still running. 2 seconds later, okay, runs again. Question: is that okay? Does it throw? Uh, does it waste work? Can you prevent it? This is the one main goal of this exercise. Yeah, this is the main thing that we have to figure it out. Okay, so we have some comments. Let's just see. Oh, from the Purvik. Java or JavaScript, which is the better for low level designing? Uh, you can go with any language. It's not low level design is not a language barrier. It's a concept which helps us to design better our architecture, our full softwares. So you can go either go with the Java or JavaScript. Currently, we are moving forward with the JavaScript because we are dealing with this on a regular basis, this language. So we are moving forward with JavaScript. You can choose anyone. So let's back to questions. And here the biggest questions that lies toward us now is the notification disappears. So the timer is still running. Yeah, this is the actual issue with us. Let's just see if it is auto dismiss or if it is remove notification. Show notification, remove. So after remove, I think so it should stop, right? When we render, it's okay. Show notification, render, start auto dismiss item. Uh, Auto dismiss. If it is click on the remove notifications. So where does this call? Let's just check where we calling this remove notification. Other than this, okay, here, right? So here we call this, and if it returns attach event, if attach events return, let's just see what it's doing. If it is, yeah, if it is call, mm, let's have wait, just a second. Uh, Console.log, it's calling, it's running, uh, and we have to pause this thing. Okay, it's running, but if we cross this, it's again running. It's not pausing, right? Mm, I have to just check once again. If it is not, yeah, it's still run 2 times. And we have to pause this thing because it should not run 2 times, right? So let's see how we are going to stop it. And 7 time is when a timer is stored. Where are timers stored? Imagine A, B, C. Each has its own timeout. Where does your program remember them? Currently, nowhere. Think about whether each notification needs some associate timer information. Okay, this also we have been not implemented, right? Question number 8 is what if the interviewer asks pause auto dismiss on hover? Would your current design support it? No, it's not supported. To pause a timeout, what will you need to access to? The questions often reveals whether the time lifecycle is designed well. Oh, yeah, this is the critical thing that we have been designed. We hadn't designed. So we have to look into this. Question number 9 is this line. Removes the DOM, but what about the application state? Imagine later someone asks log the active notifications. Would you still contain the remove notification? The requirement specifically says keep state separate from the DOM. Okay. Ask yourself when removing something, the should the DOM change first or should the state change first? Okay. Okay, understood. We have to create some a tracker something so we can understand how the things is working and we have a record which notification is entered and which time it will be removed. Okay. So question number 10, look, should render know anything about timer? Probably not. Similarly, should render knows anything about timer? Probably not. Yeah, okay, got it. Similarly, should auto dismiss know how to render? Probably not. Okay, so here auto dismiss also not able to know the thing. And a low level design habit to build before coding, write the life cycle in a plain English for the component it might look like. Okay, let's understand how it's looking like. Show notification data add to state. We have a show notification. Let's say we have a show notification. We have given the data. Okay, add to state. So it will adding a state and show notification. What is the show notification? Here we render the notification. and render notifications is rendering the notifications, right? Render DOM, and we are doing the render the DOM element, adding a notification into our DOM. Okay, start timer. Okay, when a render attach added, then timer should be on. Okay, so we have to maintain something. Let's have a active notifications. We have a variable active notification. Okay, currently it's 0. And when we add, right, when we show notification, call the show notifications gone. And here show notification is a render notification, right? So here we should active notifications plus equals to 1. We have added. Okay, either we can go plus plus or plus equals to 1. So we got the same thing. So now our state has been active, state has been updated, right? We have created a tracker here, and we are known. Okay, our first notification has entered. So after that, timer starts. Okay, timer starts. So should we create here or somewhere else? This is a question for us. Okay, let's move forward. User click close, remove from state. Okay, remove DOM, cancel timer. Okay, I think cancel timer. Here we can cancel also. Uh, Cancel timer or timer expires. Either both of them, either go with cancel timer or a timer expires. Mm, let's think about. We have a timer, okay, but how we are supposed to create a timer? I know about a set timeout. We will be using that, but where? The question is where we should use the timer. Mm, Here we are maintaining the track record, right? Tracker notification when a render notifications from time or add to a state. Show notification date. Okay, here add to state. First we added the state, right? So let's create add. The state has been added. Okay, after that render the DOM. So we given the render functions as a DOM and timer start. Okay. Uh, okay, how we are going to start a timer? Let's create another thing. Let timer equals to 0. So what we will do, set timeout equals to 3 seconds. Okay, it is of 3 seconds, right? So let's have a 3 second, and it's going to help him. Okay, we set a timer. Okay, but we can't set here. If we set this timer here, then user clicks close. If user click closes, so it will be use attach event, and I think so. Instead of attach event, let's name it close event, because we will be easily know, right? Let's copy this first of all. And where do we have attach event? Okay, we have two places, right? uh, Attach event, close event. Okay, now we have a same close event. Okay, instead of calling close event here, mm, let's not close here. We will try to use here. See, add a state, render. Okay, add a state. We have added a state, render DOM, rendering the DOM. Okay, start timer. If a timer is started after 3 seconds, so it should call here, right? Close event, and or not close event actually. mm, let's start a timer. User clicks on close. Okay, so not here, it will be not come. If user clicks on the close, I think so we have to call here only. If the user clicks the close, so remove from state. It should remove from state. How are we going to remove it from the state? Currently, we have active notification. We have been maintaining like this thing, right? So user clicks closes. The user clicks close. Remove from state. Remove DOM and cancel timer or expire. Timer expires. Remove state. Remove from state. Remove DOM. User clicks the close, and we remove the DOM, right? Remove state. So what I think, notify when it's clicking here, so active notifications minus equals to 1. So it will be minus thing. The notification has got minus, and remove the DOM. DOM has been removed, and cancel timer. So how does we are going to cancel timer? Mm-mm-mm. Let's remove this and think about how we are going to cancel the timer. Uh, if it is active notifications, right? We have to remove the state, right? So if we know about the current active notification, uh, when add event, right? Uh, I'm thinking about when add, so we will store it in a array, okay? And when it's click, so which one? So it should pass that data, right? We added and click event. Let's think little about this. We are adding, right? How we are supposed to stop it? We can't stop it at this return. Mm, let's think little about this. Remove notifications. So it should stop the start auto dismiss, right? Start auto dismiss. It will just cancel the timer. Mm, we getting item, right? Item.id. So start auto dismisser should, okay, start auto dismiss should call the show notifications only, I think so. Yeah, instead of this thing, so we should call this when we show notification start timeout, and after 3 seconds we can stop notification after 3 seconds, right? uh, so it will be more than. Mm, let's remove this thing and this thing also. Item, and let's remove this. We go to item and remove notification. So what will happen here? uh, what we are going to do is I notification, right? Active notification as call render, remove notification and auto dismiss. Yeah. So what we are doing, show notifications. We call the show notification, pass the data here. Okay. So data is gone here, and we activate the notification, update the state. Okay. Updating the state, we are render the DOM. Okay. After we have started a timer also. Okay. When the data has been put here, so till the data start and it timing also got started. So when user clicks, it will close the state. User clicks, close the state. It's remove current notifications, right? So it should return anything, I think so. The things it will be return, and we will be pass the ID that, and if that ID is matches, then it's stop timer for that. Somewhat I think, say, let's try it out and check does it works or not. So when remove notification then happens, so current notify. What is a current notify? Closes dot current notify, and let's just check what does its current notify having. Current notify, okay. Instead of that, can we check here? Yeah, current notify, it will be more function. If we return this, we got a okay, we got the exact div, right? So what we will do, we will pass the ID from here. Okay. So let's return. Okay. So let's store that ID also. Let ID item ID equals to item dot id, and we will use this variable for both place here, as well as we will be return item id. So wherever this auto dismiss work, I don't think so it should work here. Okay, let's remove this thing, and it should work actually here. Closes here, it should be return. Remove notification, go to the remove notifications. Okay. Mm, here we have console.log current notify. We got the ID. Okay. Let uh, current ID equals to current notify dot ID. Okay. And we will be return current ID. Okay. So here we got a return ID. Remove notifications. Here we got something. Let current ID equals to remove notifications. We call this, and we will be try to return this thing current ID. Okay. So we return this, and this current ID should, I think so, active notifications, right? We have here we are going to call. If this is called remove notifications, uh, okay, I'm a bit confused. What we have been done is close. It should remove notifications has the data, and we got the ID at the close event. Uh, okay, it should given to the close event, but we don't want as a close event. We want the this here. Uh, when we try to render the notification. Okay, a little bit confused and done the mistake something. We didn't think like this much or not. Just remove and we clarify first of all. We got confused. What is our approach? We want something tracking ID so we can stop the uh, timeout. Okay, so this is the timeout and we have to stop. So we have to give a condition something. Now it's going to conditions like, see what is a analogy is add show notification data. It should add the state, adding the state. Let's make it analogy wise. uh, Render notification is the another thing. Let's take him down. Okay, show notification. We have the show notifications, right? Notification has been showed. Okay, add to state, and what we are doing, active state. We have been active notification, right? In that we will be +1. Either we go with the +1, or we can maintain as a array, right? Let's maintain as a array for now. um, let's think about it. Active notifications, what we will be do, active notifications dot push, and in that push we are going to push notifications dot id. Okay, so first id has been entered, element has been entered into this. After this another thing will be pushed. Okay, So active notification ID dot post. We have been done. Add to the state. Render DOM. We have been render the notifications, right? Okay, got it. And notification render. After that, start the timer. We have been set timeout. Just start. User clicks. If we user clicks on the what close event, it will be active notifications. Okay, so close event, right? User plus notified. So what we will be do? We will be try to here. What we will do? Uh, Pop, right? Active notification has a array dot. Uh, let's sort of filter only. Um, what we have to do? Let ans equals to, or we can just active notifications dot pop by element. Let's go with the filter only for now. We have a item and return only the item is uh, return item not equals to current notify dot id. Okay, okay, dot id, which is not equals to current notify, because if it is, then it has a, and we will be active notifications equals to ans. Okay, we update the state also. See, it has a 1 and 2, right? If it is a equals 2 second notification, so it should remove that. If it not equals to 2, then it will be has a 1 data here, and we have active notification as a 1. And when we got the active notification, we have been updated the state. Remove from state, we have been removed, and remove from the DOM also. Okay, so now we have to cancel this timer also, right? What, how we are going to cancel that timer? Cancel timer. We are following this approach for now. We are not following this approach. We have to cancel the timer also, right? How we are going to cancel the timer, right? Cancel timer, not for all. Uh, what we can do is set timeout. We can check if active active state, right? Active notification, right? Active notification not equals to null, right? If it has a value, or we can simply just have a, if it is a have a value, then we are going to call the active notification. Here we need a notification also, right? And here we have only the id. So how are we going to uh, 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 mm, I think so we can, instead of id, let's put all the thing into that. Let's give a try for that. Instead of pushing dot id, we are pushing the notification itself. Okay, so what we are going to push the notifications, we have a first this thing. Okay, Mm, instead of this thing, because it will be changed, right? So it's better to have a notifications only, notification id only, and render notifications. Okay, if active notifications has something, so it will try to call this thing closest uh, 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 active notification answer is equals to answer. So we have been updated states, remove the data from there, active notifications. Okay, we have been remove the data, filter out and remove the data there. Okay, let's check for now to check also. We are going the right or wrong. Console.log active notifications. Let's just check. We have a first two. Okay. After that, we remove. Line number 64, we got a problem. 64, remove. Okay, null. It's in the null. Okay. 1, 2, 3. After this, 63. The issue is it's not updating the actual state and it's not pausing it. And now we have to see how we are going to pause this, right? Uh, let's think a little bit. How we are going to pause these notifications? We put the active notifications ID, right? And when it close the event, it has paused this here. Mm, Notifications answer and remove current notification. Remove the current notification. After that, how we are going to stop the current notifications, right? Mm, If we not call this thing, what will happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's remove this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not having anything, right? And we are, if it is having, so what we can check is active, if active notifications is having something, right? So we would try to call this thing. If active notification is there, means not like this. Let's just check if active notifications is has something. Is active notification is have dot length greater than 0, then we will be call active notifications uh, dot, it has a number, right? And we can't call this number, so what we will call, we will be calls a loop. Okay, so we are, I think so it should not fit here. What will be going with the if else statement only. If notification is greater than 0, we will be call uh, show notifications. It should call uh, start auto dismiss, and there I think we have to call. Hmm. But how we are able to know this thing, which notification is remaining? So for that reason, I think so we need to understand the ID. We have been given the ID, right? Let's just see. We have been given the ID, right? We will be finding based on ID. Okay. What are we going to call? Mm, Let remain notify equals to document dot get element by ID, and we are going to put uh, for loop. First of all, let I oh, instead of for loop, let's start with active state contributions dot for each loop, and here we are going to call its item. It has an item, right? So we are going to call this thing. Oh, sorry. And here we are going to paste this thing. So we got the item, right? Item is the ID actually. Let's have an item ID. So we got a clear. understanding. Okay, you pass the item ID, and that item will should be remain notify. It will be called. Okay, if it is there, then it should be work like this thing. Okay, got it. Uh, let's have understanding here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got to 67. Mm, it should wait, right? How we can wait him? First it was 2, but we it is greater than 0. 2 element, and it has a 2 element, right? Line number 67 again. Why it is so? Due to the current notify get element has didn't had a ID. Start auto dismiss, and auto dismiss is we are passing directly item. Uh, okay, we are giving the same thing, right? So not have to item. Let's directly item ID. 1, 2, 3. No. Dot remove line number 63 as the issue. Current notify. We aren't able to get current notify. Console.log. Let's just see what is current notify. Uh, Here, check here. Okay. Uh, 1, 2, 3, and null. Why it is null? Hmm, first of all, we have to check console.log. What is item ID here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Item ID is 1 and 1. Why it is 1 and 1? It should not be the 1 and 1. If it's greater than equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1. Script number 81 here. Uh, it should not be 1 and 1. Active notifications, right? Uh, active notifications, okay. First of all, let's active notifications, and when we start show notifications, active notifications dot push notifications dot id console.log notifications starts here. Okay, so we are debugging, try to debug. Now starts here, we have this. Okay, so notifications dot id, we have 1 and 2, right? This is the 100 gs. Got the active notifications, right? Active notifications, when we have active notifications, I think we have to wait certain time. After that, we can do thing. Here we have to waiting some time of period. Uh, like we are waiting for the 3 second, but here we are unable to update the state also. But why? Set timeout if active notifications wait is greater than equals to 0. If active notifications dot length is greater than equals to 0. Active notifications dot for each item ID console.log item ID. Okay, uh, we are getting 84 line number 1 only. It's rendering properly working, and it has the ID 1 and 2 also, but then why it's calling after some time. Mm, I think since a sync and await this step. Then await, it should have a function, right? Okay. Active notifications dot for each, and it should await. Await is only valid as a sync. Okay, okay. And here we are going to await. And nope, here that's again 84 is null. Why 84 is 1 and then check here is null. 2 check here 2 null. We have some real issue. I can say. We're just coming this out. We are maintaining a state, right? Yeah, we are maintaining a state. We've added a 2, right? After that, what we have as a document, add to state render notifications. Can we do here in the render? After render notifications, timer start. Something is missing. Start a timer. I don't think so. Timer should start from here. Show notifications. Timer can also start from start auto dismiss. Mm. Yeah, let's take it to back to the auto dismiss only. And here we're trying to call this set timeout, right? So let's have a format document. What we are trying to do is here it passes and show it will be start auto dismiss, and we are passing the notifications. Okay, active the notification start auto. Okay, so instead of getting auto dismiss item from here, we're not taking the item from here. Okay, we're just calling this start auto dismiss. Okay, so it will be let's comment it down for this second. So it will be automatic calling the set timeout. Okay, and check if active notifications dot length is it greater than equals to 0. Will we check if it is greater than equals to 0, then what we will be doing active notifications dot for each, and there we got the ID, right? uh let's work. Let's start. We have 1 2 3 and it's pasted the thing. It's go to the loop. Okay, we are trying to use this thing, right? Not this thing. What we will be doing is here remove remove current notify 1 2 3. Okay, remove notifications null. Line number 63 again. So we have, I think so, we are nearby solutions only. We got almost the correct thing. 1 2 3. We cancel this and we try to maintain a tracker, but it's not as expected for us. Mm, how we are thinking is, see, as per the as decided step, it's added show notification added. Yeah, show notifications added, and here we adding the state also. Render the notifications and let's start the auto dismiss. Timer is started. If it is set timeout, if it is started, if notification dot length is greater than equals to 0, if it is greater than equals to 0, and if it is not, uh, checking it's live, right? Else it will be returned directly. Okay, let's 1 2. Nope, it's not breaking. When we have active notifications dot length greater than equals to 0, it is greater than equals to greater than 0. Mm, nope, it's not a breaking. Break console.log breaking. No, let's just check there. Okay, hi, Avesing. Sorry, voice is low. Okay. Uh, okay. Now I think it's been audible clearly. Welcome to our session. If we okay, illegal statement break. Okay, it's not a break. It should be return. Okay, one, two. Nope, it's not working. Mm, it's actually waiting for this. So this is a not correct statement, I think so. If it is not equals to null, mm, how are you supposed to maintain a start auto dismiss start timer? Uh, Render the DOM. We have been render, and the timer should be start. Timer should be start if timer has been started. Okay. If user clicks closes, if user clicks this, so it should remove the notifications. Okay, and also it should pause the timer. It should pause the timer, remove the state. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. Okay, so so here we have a questions from our viewer. Yes, मैं low level design को कैसे implement करते हो? So basically we are trying to implement the concepts that we have been learned. So in the previous sessions we have been practice the OOPS concept, object oriented programming. We have been understand the asynchronous JavaScript and try to implement how we can uses the multiple use of a think features. So like this a close event is we have been created a feature. So whenever you try to create something scalable or try to use the code which is repetitive and you are trying to make it a reusable, so there we are try to use it as a low level design pattern. We identify here as a low level designing, we are as a practicing as a habit to build a low level design before the coding. Write the life cycle in the plain English. So here we are trying to practice this. So here we are not writing any code, we are understanding how the life cycle will be follow, how it will be become a scalable. So like this we are practicing the low level design. Hi Purvik, hello. Yeah, we got you. Yeah, welcome to our session, Purvik. And Abhay Singh, you too. So like this, we are practicing the low level designing. So low level designing is a concept, is a thinking capability, which helps us to write a finite code, which helps others to, and it's also at the same time scalable. So it can upgradable, it can have a multiple features. When we need, we can update it. It's not stuck in there. So it's a low level designing. So currently we have a issue in our code which is not satisfying the condition. It is about the starter timer. So when a user clicks, it's a remove. Yeah, that's a true. It's a remove, but it's not updating the timer because that we got the error. So we have to look into that and fix that. Okay. So our life cycle is show notification data. That's correct. Done. Add state done. Render DOM done. Start a timer. So this is the issue, I think so. Timer is 0. We have been created timer, right? Timer is 0. When the timer is created, started. Mm, so I think the timer should be start here. If it is remove the two of the data, I don't think so. Timer is the use. Um, because we are too much confused here. User close, it's working right. Remove state, remove DOM, cancel timer. How we are supposed to cancel the timer? Uh, this is a challenge for us. Without adding any new features, see if you redesign your code so that show notification coordinates the process rather than doing every step itself. Render only show and then creates the insert DOMs. Remove notifications, update both state and the DOM. Each notification has exactly one timer. Okay. Each notification has only one timer. Here the issue, I think so. Manually closing a notifications prevent the auto dismiss and try to remove it again. No extra element ID lookup needed if you can avoid. Okay, so here this is a sentence that I'm thinking. Each notification has only one timer. Okay. Okay, so we have a question from Abhay Singh is I know that some design pattern, but I can't know that how to practice in chess. Okay, a simple thing that we are also practicing, you can also try. Ask AI for some questions to give me some questions to practice the system design pattern. The pattern you have been known, understand. Ask AI to give me on this particular pattern the some questions for the real world questions, so you can get some questions so you can practice that question and understand the thinking about those patterns, how you can implement there. Like this you can get into your mind and you will be able to use those pattern and remember those pattern while you are doing actual coding in JavaScript. So like that, similarly we are trying to doing that thing only in the system design. In the previous questions, object oriented and oops concept, we have we haven't tried this type of a questions as a normal class and object and the various pillars of the oops oriented programming, and we figured it out this. So similarly now we are going with the DOM actual implementations, how we can do this thing toast notification system. So like this you can also practice and understand. So if you like this, you can try it and share with us also. And our we have a in YouTube we have a community sections where we try to post some data, and we approach our viewers also to share your knowledge. You can share, start your journey with us, and we will love to see that. Yeah, it's back to a question. I'm a little bit confused. I need some directions from this. So let's take a help of AI so we can have a glimpse of it. Okay. So let's ask AI to help us. Let's go to the intro to window. Okay, we got here. Let's have a chat GPT. First of all, I'm trying to data control. No, I don't want to personal marketing and all. Let's have it. Okay. Uh, we are practicing system design question. In that we are stuck, and I need your help to find out the actual trap we are stuck. Not need the solution, just want the right thinking and direction so we can find it out. And behave like a C software engineer. Yeah, so we have given some data for him, and I think so this is the uh, notification question, right? uh, Behavior notifications 1 2 3, and yeah, review media. We have a review media. Okay, let's copy this and let's give to the AI to have a context. The above data is the previous context. Okay, and below data is our solution. Let's have us understanding what and why we are doing the wrong thing. So we can have a guided by us mentor. Okay. Okay. Let's give. Okay. This is a much more interesting version because you are no longer struggling with the DOM APIs. You are struggling with the ownership life cycle, which is exactly where low level design interviews start testing people. So we are focusing on the low level design. We are not stuck with the DOM APIs for now. We have above from that. Okay. So let's understand. I will review it like would we review a PR from a junior engineer. Okay. I won't tell you how to implement it, but I will point out the design is fighting itself. Okay. Got it. First, what to improve? You have clearly moved down, separating responsibility, DOM, create DOM, show notification, orchestra. Okay, remove notifications, remove DOM. You are maintaining active notifications separately from the DOM. That's a progress. Got it. Now think where sorry. Now where I think you're stuck. I think the trap isn't JavaScript. It is your state actually represents. Look carefully, active notifications. Okay, what is stored? One, two, only IDs. Now ask yourself, if ID is enough to manage the lifecycle in a notifications, think about every operations that requires ask us render, remove, auto dismiss, manual dismiss, cancel timer. Which of those can be done with only ID? Okay, so only ID is not enough. I think so. Whole notification should require. The biggest design smell is look here, start auto dismiss. Notice something. It received nothing. So whose timer is this? Requirement says every notifications manage its own independent time in own timer independently. Your functions instead says after 3 seconds inspect every active notifications. Those are two completed different design. That's probably the biggest trap. Okay. Now think ownership. Imagine notification A 0 second, notification B 1 second, notification 3 2 second. According to the requirement, A dies at 3, B dies at 4, and C dies at 3. Now ask yourself, when you call start auto dismiss, what is exactly responsible for? Okay, so we are trying to do all of them, but it's we have to not all of them. We have to ask A and B and C. If the answer is all of them, compare with the requirement. Another question, suppose the executes show notifications A, show notifications B. How many timer now exist? Suppose this executes show notifications A and show notification B. So two timers should exist. Okay. Mentally execute show A start dismiss timer 1. Then show B timer 2. Now timer wakes up. What does it remove? Everything. Timer wakes up. What does it everything again? You see why the life cycle feel wrongs? Okay. Look at this carefully. Now for each, ask yourself, why is one notifications iterating over every notifications? Requirement says each notifications manage its own time immediately. Independently. Independent things usually don't loop over siblings. So first thing, don't use the loop. Okay, let's have mindset correctly. We have to don't use the loop here first of all. Mm, Start auto dismisser. Okay, so I think the inner thing is not using the loop here. Let's remove this thing first of all, and remove this also. Okay, let's have a clear understanding. So we are at the end of the movement to solve this problem. Let's have a look. But now look at the auto dismiss. Remove notifications, remain notify. Okay, when you are doing updating state, you are removing DOM, but you are removing its application. But are you removing it from the application state? Trace the mental execution. Okay, this question is little affecting me. You are removing DOM, but are you removing from the application state? I think we didn't, because we are maybe returning from this here, removing this. Okay, so what else we are having? It has a long okay. Let's first read it all so we can have a clear function. Okay, execution mental subtle bug. There is a one miss to if notification is null. Even in an array, even is an array ever null after removing empty array is not equals to null. True. Yes, so the condition is always true. Ask yourself. There are actually trying to check. What are you actually trying to check? Okay. Another architectural smell is start auto dismiss. Inside start auto dismiss, you have document.id. Why? Think backwards. Who create the element? Render. Who start the timer? Show notification. So who already has the access of that element? Show notification has the access of element, right? Show notification has access the element. So it should pass the notifications. Okay, so we are correct this time. Notifications passes the notifications. It has the notification. Okay, start auto dismiss. It has a each will has its own timer, right? So it has notifications, and what we are trying to do is notification.id. It has own notifications, right? Every timer has its own, every notification has its own timer. So first notification A has a timer. Let remain. Okay, it should remove the notifications, and where and how we are going to track it. Now A and B both are having their own set timeout, right? We are giving the both them as a timer. Got it? Okay. Could the informations have flowed forward instead of searching the DOM later? Okay. Whenever you repeated DOM looks up, ask, am I searching because I lost ownership? Mm, ownership. Are we lost the ownership? No, we are having the ownership actually. Active notifications dot notification ID, right? And we are having those notifications ID and pushing those notification ID. We didn't need this thing, I think so. Notification ID. ID. So remove notification. Remain remove. Okay, it will need the full thing, right? So mm, yeah, it's need the full thing. So what it will do? Let's have a notification only. We have a notification then remove as all the three things, right? One, two, one, two, three, and it's removed. Okay, one, two, three, it's removed. But what is the issue? Uh, okay, it will have a one, two, three. Yeah, you can say the remove notification it's null. Why? Because it started it didn't pause this timer. How should we able to pause that timer? Uh, how should it pause the timer? It should pause the close event. Sorry, not close event. It should affect the set timer. Mm, closing A appears, time starts after 1 second. User clicks. Now state changes, storm changes, but timer is still alive. This is the issue with timer is still alive. 3 seconds later, it wakes up. Now ask, what does the timer know? Does it know the notification has already dismissed or blindly executed? It's blindly executed actually. And we have to figure it out. It should not blindly execute. One question I asked a real interview. If I asked you to implement pause auto dismiss on hover, no, we can't. Would you know where to put logic? His answer is I had to redesign the time system. Then the time ownership isn't a right place yet. That's a useful design check. Code trap notification system removes notification. Think you have designed the timer in a system level concern. They are requirements are nudging towards the mental mode. Notification system remove notification system. Okay, so it should has a timer plus a remover. Notice the shift. The notification system, remove notification system. Mm, Okay, notification system, right? Where we have a notification system. Show notification system. Mm-mm-mm. Let's just understand. Okay, okay. Hi, Abhasing. We didn't complete the exact design pattern. First of all, for now, we are understanding how we can create our ability and thinking ability to understand the designs, understand the pattern that we are using regularly. In those, we can understand and create this thing. After that, we will be trying to go with the design pattern. Currently, we are at a base level, at a foundations where we creating our capability to think as a system level designer. So we are in the initial level for now, and little step we will be taking, and we will be going forward with the patterns. So for now, it's a base thing. So what is the issue is, mm, okay, so here we are facing an issue with the timer. So notification has a DOM, right? DOM. It doesn't have a timer, right? It just has a auto dismiss notification. How we are going to stop this? Okay, one final row. I won't spend time fixing the syntax right now. More important question is this: what is the smallest unit that owns a timer? Okay. Uh, if you answer in the notification system, compare the against a requirement. Each notification manage its own timer independently. Uh, Highway, actually, we forgot our Instagram password and we didn't know the Instagram handle which ID or we have been logged in. So we have been created a Instagram ID and we have a channel Instagram rights, but we didn't have that account with us. So issue is that. So due to this, I can't share the our channel ID. So I hope you understand. You can, for now, just you can join us, subscribe us, and comment us, or you can share, join our community also. You can share your thoughts, post there, and we will try to use find out our Insta ID at some point. For now, it's gone for our hand. No issue. Let's have a function start auto dismiss notification. Set timeout. Let remain notify. We are stuck actually. How can we find out? That's the direction I will explore next writing before. Okay. If you have answers to notification system, compare the against requirement. Each notification manage its own timer immediately. Okay. So when we create this, each timer, notification one has its own timer, notification two has its own timer, right? Uh, how we can do it? We should have a timer, right? Mm, how we are going to use the time? Uh, Not able to understand. Let's have a clue. Give me a clue. Give me a clue to figure out the timer puzzle here. Puzzle here. Timer puzzle here. Uh, I'm a little bit confused. You are much closer now. Okay, we are much closer. because okay, the timer puzzle has become much smaller. I will give you a small kind of a clue. I would give a teammate during a design review. Ask who owns the time. When this runs, not notifications, a timer is created. Show notification time. Now imagine timer has an invisible object. Notification A has a notification, B has a timer. Okay, we are close to the solution, but we are not able to thinking about. Ask yourself, after set timeout returns, where is the only reference to a timer A? If you can't answer that, if you can't answer that, you have found the puzzle. Clue to walk across the scenario. Okay, notification 1, timer 0, timer 1, timer 3. Now the answer only one question. How does the timer know the notifications you already choose? Timer 1, user clicks. Timer wakes up. Uh, what does the set timeout gives you? Look up the remember what the okay, yes, set timeouts return something. And we didn't know that. Look at the callback. Don't look at the callback. Mm-hmm. Look up or remember what set timer returns. It's return the current facing object or something or time. Look at the return value. Don't look at the callback. Look at the return value. Okay. Ask, would I ever need this value later? Imagine a future requirement. Your manager comes and say, if the user closes a notification manually, don't let the auto dismiss fire. You have already removed notifications. But how do you stop a timer that has already been scheduled? What informations would you need? Where you stored it? Think about the notifications as an object. Right now, your air state is roughly okay. Ask yourself, is there any ID the only thing a notifications needs during its lifetime? Or does it have other state? Think of all the things that belongs to one notifications. ID, message, DOM element, timer. I'm not saying that all should be stored together. I'm asking whether all belongs to the same life cycle. ID, message, DOMs, element, timer. It's complicated for me for now. One question I will leave with you. Complete the sentence without writing code. When a notification is created, I need to remember timer because later when it closed manually, it. I need to remember ID because later when I close manually, I will need it to. You have a puzzle here, guys, and I'm blank out. What it should be the most complete timer puzzle. When a notification is created, need to remember the notification because later it's closed manually. I will need it to close. Nope. I think we are end up here or give a try. Let's give a try here. Who owns the time? When this runs, show notification, a timer is created. When we call a show notifications, okay, show notifications, start auto dismiss. A timer has been created. Timer A, timer B. Ask yourself, set timeout returns. Where is the only reference to timer A? Timer A has a reference. Timer A has a reference into the active notifications. One more thing I want to check. Okay, we have a power cut soon. So it's a 10% battery, so we have to figure it out soon. Let's see what is returning by the set timeout. Let ANS equals a set timeout and let's have a console.log value of set timeout. Okay, and here we have ANS. Let's just check. Okay, value set timeout. ANS value of set timeout is okay. We got a 2 and 1. Okay, we got a value of 1 and 2, right? And if what we can do is, if it is close, right? So we would check, right? Mm, let's ask a Google how to stop a set timeout. How to stop a set timeout during its execution. Execute execution of the timer. Okay, let's see. Set timeout calls a create timeout. Okay, set timeout gives you a back ID. Save the number in a variable. Stop the set timer. Clear timeout. Okay, we have a clear timeout and clear timeout. 5. Stop the 5 second before passes. Uh, okay, we have a clear timeout, right? But how we can call this? We have a clear timeout thing, and we want to use that clear timeout the timer. Uh, okay, set auto dismiss. Okay, just a second. Just coming and getting charging. Back again, and we are so close to solve this reason. Exact fit. You have a clear timeout, right? So it will be called clear timeout. To stop a timeout before it's finished, you must use the clear timeout functions with the unique ID return when you create a timer. Uh, okay, the unique ID, right? Every time it has the same timeout 1 and 2. We are storing also the same thing, right? We are storing in the 1 and 2 as active notification, and it has active notifications, right? We have active notification as an answer ID, and it is passed to active notification. Clear timeout, right? Let's have this clear timeout. We are going to call the same notification here. After that, we are using the clear timeout, and then we are passing the answer. We are going to remove that thing, right? Clear timeout, but which one? When I click the second one, it should pass the second. And we will be doing this here. If it is not equal, item dot not equals. If return, so the return item not equals, if it is true, then pass nothing about. We have to, if it is there, then it should return to and store the answer. Else it should store active notification as let's relative same address. Not figuring this out. What it is giving, I'll just check. First of all, first one. here filter out rows. So we are trying to figure out the puzzle. Last thing is timeout. Why it's two? It's the issue. One and two. Okay. What I'm trying to do is should have the if the filter dot item dot id is not equals to uh, current notify id, if it is not equals to uh then return item. Is true. Let's write like this. If it is true, if it is true, then return item. Okay. I think it should be fine. If I click this item to filter, okay, we have been using the filter item. Yes, I think so. We have to check here also the query notify. We got the item is the ID, right? Just check. It's the same thing. It's undefined. Item not ID. Okay. So if item is equals to ID, then return item. So when I click this, item here, one, right? Data. Okay. So actually it has only the array and it is pushing its ID, right? So we got the answer. And what I need is what is not present there. So we have to use the if the one which is I mean one is not there. How we are going to do this? Not equals derived of item, right? So we will using the current. I think so. We figured it out. Yeah. Let's try. We will try. Now it should not give an error. 3. Okay. Let's wait. We have an error. No, we didn't have an error. I think we have solved this. Let's try. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's a result. And how we can check? Okay. Let's have a console.log. So if it is closed, so we can give and I think we solved the answer. Let's have where is our okay here right set timeout and console dot log it's loading okay, let's just check it's loading or not. 1 2 3 see one loading. Yeah, we didn't see the second one loading, right? If we do 1, 2, 3, we will see 2 loading. Yeah, so finally we completed our questions and we today's complete our session. uh, let's just check by AI is our answers is correct or not. Okay, verify now our solution, and I'm 100% sure we have been completed most of the things. Good iterations. Okay, biggest issue is, okay, we are having an issue. Biggest issue is, look here, then create set timeout ID. Ask yourself, those two values the same? Actually it's not same. Usually like usually it's like something 5, 12 or opaque time handler. They are completely unrelated values. Ask yourself. Okay, one edge case. Actually it's giving a, okay, we have got a 4-star time cycle, we got a 3-star instead of a 1. Okay, just a second. Okay, just to have us look out the full solutions, so we can just finally solve it. And we have something in inconsistency also. Let's ask the AI only. Okay, okay, that's our best. uh, can you show now the actual ideal solution and compare with our solution. Okay, make sure your response is on the limit and avoid explanation. Explanation. Make the response simple and concise. Yeah. Okay. Let's compare our answers. Okay. I think you have reached the point where you're seeing a reference implementation is a value. Your biggest gap wasn't JavaScript syntax, it was the object lifecycle and ownership. Okay, understood. Show notification, render, start, auto dismiss, active notifications 1 and 2. Got it. Close, remove, don't try to clear time. Problem state only store notification IDs. Timer ID is lost after set timer. Auto dismiss update the DOM after, but not the save. Okay. DOM is search again, get element ID. Clear timeout uses the notification ID, not the timer ID. Timer ID. How we are going to use that? It is in the solution. Just separate time store ID, time ID store. Okay, we got a manipulation 9 out of 10, 8.58. Okay. Level designing component designing 9 after adopting the state. We got the marks actually. We didn't got the complete solution. Show the complete solution so we understand clearly. Check. Okay. It is about show container. Okay. How they are managing the active notification counts. Okay, they are maintaining the notifications count. Show button click notifications. Okay, when a button has been clicked, so notification count is very increasing. uh, Active notifications, okay, they are maintaining that, and they are maintaining as a object. Okay, message notifications and notifications count. they are maintaining like this thing. Show button. Okay, not this is the other thing. Show notifications timer. Timer ID is start auto dismiss and it has a notification ID. Okay, so timer ID is to start and active notification is pushing as the object. Okay, got it. ID, notification ID, element and timer ID. Function they are using the same thing that we are using. And start dismiss remove notification ID. So notification ID is also notification ID from here. Return notifications and notification ID is getting from here, and they are storing the ID. So which means it's a return something, and it's returning the set timeout, which means it's returning the ID here, and that ID is using active notification dot push. They are pushing. We are also pushing in our solution. You can see we are also pushing the same thing. I mean relative with something pushing it. Where you can see the push thing is, yeah, we are pushing the notification ID, but they are pushing the actual details of the notification ID. It has a notification ID, it has an element, it has a timer. They are sending in the object. Okay, the ideal solutions have this all things. After this, remove notification is like, okay, find index notifications is equal to index minus, if it is a minus, return. Okay, so they are removing from the active notifications index and clear the timer set out. Okay, using this object they are clear out the notifications. And what we are trying to do is we are also using the ID, but not the actual object ID that we should create. We are trying to use the ID that we are getting from the filter. Okay, not with filter, we are getting from the this what we have been clicked on. So our solution is good, not but ideal fit that we want. See, you can see now it's not loading, but when you see, when it's auto clear, it should two loading happening. So it's a good start for us now, but we have to understand like this solution, why this solution is ideal and proper, why this solution works. So notifications only coordinates the process, it doesn't know how render or timer works. Yeah, okay, we got a view data. Other than this, the biggest decision lesson is key insights isn't about set timeout or DOM, it's about life cycle and ownership. So today's session we have understood about the life cycle and ownership is the most important thing in the system design, the low level design system. So we have to understand that, and we will try to implement this thing and remaining in the mind about the life cycle and ownership. So created, rendered, time started, waiting, user clicks those, remove notifications or timer expires, remove notification. Every path ends in the same position that keep the behavior consistent and avoids duplicate logic. Okay. One more thing is for this exercise, using the array is perfectly fine. If you number notifications both in map, key is ID, so more user. Okay. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Understand we have to work on the ownership and life cycle. I think that's it for today's session. We have completed our task also. Not up to 10 out of 10, but we have a decent amount and understanding. And we figured out also our, what we call here, we figured it out about something we called clear timeout. This was a missing pattern from our solutions. That's it for today's, and we will going to start with some new questions from next sessions. That's it, my time. I'll meet you in the next session. Till then, have a nice day. Radhe Radhe. Good night.